Hi, and welcome to Dave Eats London. I'm Dave, and if you're new to the channel, what we do is we go and do restaurant reviews, mostly in the London area, but sometimes we venture out. So today, we're going to go back downtown. Now, I'm quite excited to go to this place today. I've looked at it on the internet. I think the place looks like it has some interesting dishes. This was also a favorite restaurant of my nephew and his fiancée, who moved to Britain, I think about 5 years ago. So let's get right to it, and we'll talk more about it at the restaurant. So we're here. We're at the Morrissey house. We're just east of Wellington. Just down beside us here, you can see is the Delta Armories. Over to the right is Logan Funeral Home. And people are dying to get into that place. And this is where we're at today. We're at the Morrissey house. Well, there's some claims about this restaurant. We'll go through all that, but let's go eat first. This actually has more character than I remember. Okay, here's the menu. Music's loud in here. We're probably going to get a trademark problem with this. Or a license for commercial use problem. Guess these highlighted ones are special? I'm not sure. Okay, so here we are at the Morrissey house. I've only ever been here a couple of times, and I don't even remember eating the food. We were here for more for cocktails for an event of some sort. Now, this is my nephew's favorite restaurant. He moved to England, I don't know, 5 years ago, him and his partner. So we thought, what the heck, let's do a review of this place and see if it's as good as he thought it was. You know, I might be a little tougher than him, so we'll see what happens.
I have a question. Yeah. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah, maybe a couple of concerns with water handling or something going on there. Looks like it tried to fix it, but didn't work out very well. Some of the foods here. Cinda's having this, I think it's a breakfast quesadilla. Got some fruit over there. Home fries. I'm having this biscuit. I asked for fries. They brought home fries. They're going to bring the fries as well. And we also asked for a onion bhaji for a appetizer. And they didn't bring it. I'm going to turn this off and turn it back on because the white balance has just gone crazy. Have a look. This is a breakfast quesadilla Lucinda got. It looks like a quesadilla with some egg on it. Is that chicken on there or steak? What is that?
Sausage patty, and there's cheese in there. More cheese on the bottom.
All right, home fries and some fruit. I got this southern biscuit. It's got white gravy under it and some drizzle of maple syrup butter drizzle, I think they called it. Now I did order fries, and they sent home fries, but they brought me fries. There they are right there. Now they did forget our appetizer. It's still to come. We'll check that out when it gets here. Alright, so this is a biscuit, homemade biscuit. These are corn flakes on these. It looks dry. There is some white gravy here at the bottom, as you can see. And, well, we're going to cut into it and see what it tastes like.
Yeah, and I think he skipped someone's beer. Or no, he charged me for a cheaper beer than I ordered, and I texted it out. I was like, you're my favorite. And then the whole time...
We'll get a little bit of this
gravy
on here.
The next time we come back. Well, okay, I also, that night, we were like, Amanda, write your number on the receipt, write your number on the receipt, write your number on the receipt. She didn't do it. So, but then the next time we came back, that's when he...
That's some crispy chicken.
I don't think so. He's not like a couple more times.
I'm not sure what I'll think about it.
Okay, so...
I'm going to have some more and we'll find out. But
it was a tweet or something.
the biscuit's nice. It's a beautiful biscuit.
So long, just like 2 years ago. So
I don't know if there's enough sauce here with this. It seems pretty dry.
Her childhood
But
closet, and she found a book on like puberty and growing
try
up
the potato.
and like, how to deal with changes in your body and your life and your hormones and stuff. And one of the sections is about boys and how to talk to boys and all of these things. And there's a whole page.
They're all right. They're not that special.
Okay, carry on.
So it had all these quotes around the edges, like saying, "Do you want to go?"
Fries are one of these coated
whatever.
fry.
Book, whatever. And then at the bottom it said, "They should teach us."
It's not a fresh cut fry. And everyone knows I love fresh cut
Here's your
fries.
new pickup line. Like this is what you're gonna say. So boys in the bar.
He came back here like a week or two later.
Something you can buy at any supermarket. Nothing
And so
to write home about.
I didn't ask him if he knows anything about Vikings.
Well, after all
Cindy thinks about her quesadilla.
many messages of his friend just saying
This is
every
a
single
chili
thing he
sauce or
knows about
salsa.
Vikings.
And I was like, I wonder if he just like Googled this.
So then we texted this, well, I think we told Spencer to text this guy back, like how, no, he texted them, the girls at the table want to know how you know so much. And he responded with
How was
just
it?
a message that said, I'm an enthusiast.
Actually, it tastes like a hamburger patty on
I'm
here.
pretty sure he was
Does the sausage taste like hamburger?
Yeah, the sausage tastes like hamburger, and it's got some pepper in there, like green pepper.
You're like,
Tastes
"Not
okay."
bring the phone, Amanda, and because we had huge.
and then maybe about I guess if that counts. My first counts.
The gravy is actually quite good with the maple syrup in it. It gives it a little bit of sweetness, but it's not overly sweet. But
The other school is grade 4 to 6.
I wish there was a lot more.
Elementary workouts.
Better late than never. Here they are, onion bhajis. We're going to get our teeth into one of them and see what we think. Alright, so here they are, the onion bhajis. This is the appetizer that just arrived. Let's have a look inside of it. So it's chickpea batter and onions.
Curry.
Curry. It seems a little well done on the edges and soft on the inside. But hey, it may taste awesome. Just trying not to drop too much in there.
So I was going to move myself on the 23rd because I have to go to
They have a curry taste to
my
them.
parents said
Yeah, they taste like an onion bhaji.
cheaper and easier for them to rent.
Maybe a little soft.
We truck over.
It should be a little
So if I
breadier than that. So they're a little doughy, but they taste fine. I'll show this chicken. It's pretty thin. It's really dry. It's so thin. It's hard not to overcook it, I would think.
So it's really
But
gutted. It's all
I just want to show that quick.
drywall, this insulation, and then in the
I want to have a look at this. I'm not sure what it is, arugula.
but she is.
I think it's last week's arugula. Use it up on garnish after. It's a little far down to use on a sandwich, I think. Okay, so I'm going to try a piece of this quesadilla. It's got some of the sauce on there. It's got house-made sausage.
Person I told within Western, and I went straight to the conference after, and everyone I told there, they're like, "That's the hardest part of your life. Like, it's never, like your thesis defense will be easier." And like I noticed it when I was in the middle of like a test. Questions are easy.
It's a little bland. Sorry.
Are they even trying to test me?
I was really excited to try that house-made sausage.
And unless you know you're ready, and it's also partly because you're the expert now. You're no longer a public.
It's definitely the best part of the quesadilla.
Like my,
But it's
so
just
my
alright.
your external examiner always goes first, and
I turned my strawberry over and pounded it. It's only half a strawberry.
I don't know, there was that, and like,
Right, so let's check out the bill. Here it is.
Jupiter, I think, so they use the gravity to like scoop it up, and then it overtook Voyager 1. Which is really cool.
And there is a few discounts on there. We'll talk about those when we get home. Let's see what the price is. 35 bucks. 42 bucks with a tip.
but then.
All right. Well, we'll talk about this when we get home.
I could do that, but like.
Okay, so you'll see where they're closing, and we're not in our normal location. We've got a lot to go over today, so we brought this down to the Dave Eats London studios, and we're going to do it here. So let's see what TripAdvisor has to say about this place. Well, TripAdvisor gives it 4 stars. They've got 284 reviews, and they're number 40 out of 920 restaurants in London at the moment. So what do we think? Well, let's start with the onion bhaji. We ordered it as an appetizer, but the server forgot to order it, so it came after the mains. It was a little overcooked on the outside, but it was still doughy on the inside. It's like the fryer was either too hot or the chickpea batter just was too wet. The sauce, chutney they call it, it wasn't really a chutney to me. It was like a sweet, watery liquid with some caramelized onions in it. I would have expected it to be more of a, a reduction to give it some body, some texture. It was just far too thin to be a sauce. Okay. Now, I looked at the website before we went down there, and they described their food as comfortable, recognizable, with their own twist. Well, they say that they make everything in-house, it's ample portions, and it's all fresh, locally sourced food. Well, Lucinda's quesadilla, it had house-made sausage in it. The sausage just had no flavor. It was lackluster. The egg seemed like it was cooked on an unclean grill. It had pieces and bits of other food in there, burnt pieces in there, as did the outside of the tortilla. The home fries, they were just unseasoned and uninspired. They were nothing special. The chicken did have more than an ample coating of cornflakes on them, but for the chicken themselves, it was just so thin, it was so overcooked, it was just dry. It wasn't great. Now, as for the biscuit, it was a home run. The biscuit was well made, it tasted great, it was well executed. We thought they did good. The sauce that was on there, that white gravy with the maple, it was delicious. But biscuits are dry. That chicken was so dry, there just wasn't enough sauce for the size portion that they had there. It was just a dry mess, to be quite frank with you. What else do we want to talk about here? What about the fries? Well, you saw them. They weren't fresh cut. Enough said there. Overall, the server was a little forgetful. We ordered fries, so we'd have something different with the 2 meals for the potato. She forgot and brought home fries, and then brought us fries later. And of course, there was the whole onion bhaji that came after the mains came. The dining room there was starting to look a little worse for wear. It's in need of a little bit of a makeover, I would say, from my opinion. The food really seemed inspired. When you look at the menu, it really looked like it was going to be something special, but it just wasn't well executed. It wasn't great. Now, you probably saw the bill when I showed the bill. If you notice, there was discounts on the bill, and I want to address the discounts on the bill. We didn't complain. We didn't ask for a discount. I think the server saw me filming and wanted to make up for her mistakes. I want to say to Tom and Marie, if you're watching from the UK, I'm sorry, but this place was just subpar. I don't know what it was like when you were here before, but the place, you know, from the front of the house all the way to the kitchen, in my opinion, it was just a fail. I would say the Morrissey house is one to avoid at this time. Well, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and look for us next time on Dave Eats London.